Let's see if this works. Hopefully it works. All right, so we're gonna do some more freelance stuff today. You guys seem to like the last one, so if you're from like outside the U.S., this is really beneficial. There's a lot of comments on the video that I did for India that are like, show us how to get a good job, and I'm like, maybe you should think about selling to other countries because that's what the companies that you're working for are doing, and you're just getting a tiny little slice of the pie. So why don't you skip that? Tokington, what's up, dude? Hunter, what's up, dude? So we're gonna do some more of this. Flipped phone down on my work desk again. Scott, I appreciate you. You got the screen on. Don't kill your battery all the way. What up, Notorious? I'm from Israel, bro. Dude, what's up? Welcome aboard. Happy to have you. Front end dev, what? I was having this conversation earlier with someone in my Discord. I can read a little bit of it. He was saying, I don't know basically how to make money because all the people in my country don't have online ordering. That's not a thing here. And my argument was, why would you sell only in your country? If you're an internet web developer, use the internet, you know? Today is douchebag shirt day. That's true. We got a douchebag shirt day. Actually, it just gets really, really, really hot in here. Normally I have the air conditioning on. I also have an AMD CPU, so all of my AMD people can relate when I say that you don't need a heater in the winter. So unfortunately, you're stuck with the douchebag shirt because I'm tired of being sweaty at the end of every freaking stream. So if you got questions on what to say to clients, etc., beefing up, bro. I'm actually on a shred right now. Title typo. Showing you more about freelance. Showing your more about freelance. Dude, true facts. Let me edit that. I tried like 6 different titles. All right, there we go. Dom, I'm pretty good, man. I hope you're doing as well, good as well. FT, what's up, dude? You were the guy that was like, I'm a senior, getting a degree. You like talking about the hard work and putting your foot down. So that's the difference. FT, if you want to be a hard worker and put your foot down and have limits, that's good. That's how you do the corporate game, right? When we say the people that just, you know, they don't have any limits. They're just like, yes, boss, anything you say. And then if you're like, hey, why are you doing this, man? Stand up for yourself. They're like, shut up, I'm loyal. You're not that guy. So that's the difference between people that are hard workers and people that are corporate simps. Would you go to an interview with that douchebag shirt?
Not recommended.
Probably like a remote interview. What's happening with your pilot's license? My check ride is scheduled for the 31st of this month. After the 31st, I should have a pilot's license, and then I'll be able to maybe fly and visit some people and help build their brand, whatever. Also, pro tip for branding on YouTube. After July 27th, 8-minute videos are enabled for mid-roll ads. So you're going to see a lot more 8-minute videos and a lot less 10-minute videos. Is it better to have Patreon or pay-per-view content like for tutorials? You should do both. Hard work doesn't mean a thing. Correct, because according to HR Lady, 80% of your like ability to get a promotion is not dependent on hard work. It's dependent on the company. Do you know Spanish? Yeah, I know Spanish. I played enough PUBG Mobile. I'm looking for a job, but still very useful. John WT, let's just jump right into finding some more clients. What state should we look at to find some clients today? Maybe we'll do a new series. You guys pick the state, and I'll show you guys some clients. Give me a city. We'll look around for some mom and pop shops, and then maybe you guys can go freelance these. Thoughts on starting out in a software consulting company versus FANG when freelancing is the end goal? Software consulting is basically freelancing. Big Baby Zubas, what's up? Thank you for the $1. What do you think about data analytics? I don't really think about it. It could be good. If you enjoy data and analytics, it could be good. You can make twice the amount of money. Sarah, you can make limitless amounts of money as a freelancer. It's really up to you how much you can get away with charging, how much you can sell, how much value you can add. You're limited at a job. You're limited to what you can work on. The first one was Arizona. All right, give me a city in Arizona. Kenya is not in the United States, I don't think. I think there's a city named that. Hope everything's good. Great content. Alexander, thanks. Thanks, dude. Appreciate you. Thank you for tolerating my Cookie Monster shirt today. It's the only tank top I have. So I'm probably going to go get more. I should go get more. Phoenix. All right. Phoenix, Arizona it is. Let me pull up Google Maps. Can you look at Sweden? I mean, the whole point is for people outside of the United States to freelance inside of the United States, because that's what everyone is asking me to. They're like, show you how to get a good job in India, and they all pay trash. Well, the thing is, they're doing what freelancers do. All of MNCs, multinational companies in India and other lower cost of living places, or I don't want to say third world countries, but you get what I mean, right? Like, they're all going to other countries where their currency is way more. How often do you work out? 5 days a week? Today was leg day, so I don't have any upper body pump. HR lady's over there. How to get US clients. Google Maps doesn't help since I can't drive to their business. You don't need to be able to drive to their business. I just like going in is the best way to do it. But calling is also good. Calling is great. If you can just manage to talk to somebody, you got to learn to sell. You got to learn to not be awkward. That's really, really hard to do, but you just call them up. You don't have to be able to go in. Like that's what Upwork is. You don't drive to the person on Upwork. Why do you need to be able to drive to them on, Everyone's like, TRT? Yeah, I made a video where I said that I was doing TRT. Still doing keto, sir? We started keto yesterday again because I'm doing a little bit of a shred, trying to lower the body fat percentage, then we'll buff up a little bit. Hey, Josh, you gaining some weight, man? Yeah, I know. I was getting a little bit of a thick boy, so we gotta slim back down a little bit. You're wearing that shirt because you like being complimented by people in the chat. I'm wearing that shirt because it gets really hot in my room. Really, really hot. Like the AC that I have is a window air unit, and if I turn it on, it's so loud. So okay, let me put my questions over here. Actually, I'll put them over here. All right, you guys can see this. What's the probability of a company hiring a foreigner, and why would the company do it? Because they can pay you less. It's essentially outsourcing. I thought central AC was the norm in the US. In Utah, you have swamp coolers, but my swamp cooler is like 90 years old, so I'm not going to turn that thing on. I tried once, and it was terrible. And then I have a central AC unit, but it has a leak, and you can't fix a leak on a central AC unit because it's aluminum. And if you know anything about welding, you can't weld aluminum. So I have to just replace the whole thing. So I got a window unit instead, which works fine. How long have you freelanced? Dude, I've always had side hustles. I freelance web dev a few times, but I'm more like freelance video. But the whole process of getting clients, talking to them, making proposals to them. You go live every day, every other day. Buy an AC, it's like $3,500. So I'm good. And then your electricity bill is like way more than just a window unit. So let's look at some restaurants. Cobra Arcade Bar. They have a website. Let's take a look at it. I think this website's fine. We wouldn't approach this one really. I mean, we could if we got desperate, but what's good salary for SE in Boston? Walter, probably like 100K. Boston's pretty expensive. Downtown cities of most states are pretty expensive. Probably like 80K. Got a TIG weld that boy? I don't have a TIG. What does HR ladies? Oh, HR lady, what does Josh's house smell like? Gains, probably. So this is chicken and waffles. Let's look at this one. Oh, a pretty solid website. This might be franchised. You're gonna have a problem freelancing with franchised places because corporate's gonna handle all that. We're looking for mom and pop shops. Is that bar a tech startup with foosball? No, people just like to get drunk and play arcade games. Okay, so here's one. This is a restaurant for cash only Chinese takeout window. I guess this is the restaurant. Yo, food looks good though. Yeah, so obviously this is the website. I don't understand what start download, view PDF and download. What is this an ad? Okay, so this is a website. This is a restaurant site that has an ad. Ads, sorry, multiple ads. Ads, one here, one here, one here, one here. Are they serious? Another WikiBuy ad. You can see ad choices. This is a terrible website. This is so bad. Don't put ads on your restaurant website, bro. PDF scans of them. It's an ad, see? Never put Google ads on a restaurant. I mean, how much traffic are you really getting? This isn't a site where people go to read and hang out. They go to order food or look at the menu. Even the food menu is an ad. What is this? No HTTPS? That's not good. Menu. I'm not gonna... Nobody's gonna click this ad. Hold on. Let me see what it is. Let me convert to full screen. I'll click open. And I'll tell you what... Oh, okay. So this is where it took us. It took us to... How about we don't? Now, this is what happened when I clicked download on the menu. Yep. Okay, so this is the actual menu. Oh, we're back. Wow, look at this great menu. They probably don't even know they have a website. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that we could do to this website. I think I'll leave it to you boys in the chat. If you guys want to reach out and give them a ring, they need it. You need to explain. I mean, is food the only thing they serve there? We don't know. What's up, Growing Pains? Like, why would you do this? Why would you put this and then they must be struggling for money if they put in Google ads on their restaurant website. Josh on the thumb looking like chat. Hey, appreciate you. How to deal with bad engineering universities? I mean, probably just go to a different one maybe? I don't know. This website is jokes. I would agree. This website's jokes. But like, if it didn't have all the ads, like why does it have an ad underneath each section? Hours of operation, food menu, coupon codes, WikiBuy. Does Facebook work? Facebook works. Okay. Yeah, ads for another restaurant. Blue Bay Chinese Cuisine. You got their competitor on the main page here. Seriously? I don't have any profitable skills yet. I don't believe it. Anyone who says that usually has profitable skills. They just don't know how to leverage those skills. I'm German in high school. I was wondering whether it'd be worth it to take free computer engineering class. It would take the 2 years to finish. I think it'd be worth it. I mean, in Germany's like the most bureaucratic friggin' place in the EU. Like, it's by the book. Any Germans in the chat, they back me up here. Like, it's by the book. If you don't literally check boxes on an application for Germany, you're not getting in. Like, you can't, there's no thinking outside the box when it comes to getting a job in Germany. It's just policy, handbook, rules. All right. Tan light, you like my farmer's tan? I never wear this. What's the difference between an S Corp and an LLC? S Corp is an LLC taxed as a S Corporation. S Corporation allows payroll and distributions. Anyways, so I think this is actually a pretty decent place. If you boys in the chat want to go freelance it, they need it. E-Trade. You want Chinese food? Oh, by the way, open an account with E-Trade today. Wait, what? Why'd you not go work at a fan company when you started programming? I don't want to work. Technically, I work at Google right now as a contractor. YouTube, Google pays me. Google owns YouTube. YouTube pays me as a contractor, so technically I'm a contractor for Google. I do work for a fan company, sort of, in a contract self-employed way. I just don't want to be a programmer for Google on a salary. This website is a front for a crack house. We don't know that, but I can look at, like, you can't even read this blurry. It's like they were shaking their phone when they took the picture. They were just like, all right, get it out. Anyways, it needs some serious work. Which location do you recommend for full-time There's no full-time freelancer. What does that even mean? Full-time is your ability. Like, freelancing is all about your ability to hustle and get clients, not necessarily full-time. What are you going to give yourself 40 hours of work? When you're a freelancer, hours of work, it doesn't mean anything because you're not supposed to charge hourly. I had an interview at Google, and they invited me to the technical interview test, and I said, no thanks. I'm not interested. I didn't want to do it. They said no remote. Let's look at other ones. Business.Cite. Okay, that's a risky click, boys. Hold on, we're going full screen for this. What? What do you think about moving to Dubai to avoid income tax? Yeah, if you're a United States citizen, you're not avoiding income tax. If you're a U.S. citizen, you have to pay income tax no matter where you live in the world. At least anything past $95,000. So, or it's probably more now, but in Finland, if I was making more than $95,000, I would have had to pay U.S. income tax on whatever I had left over after that back to the United States. So you don't get to avoid income tax. If the IRS finds out that you have money that you're not paying on, rest in peace. That's a good clickbait title. I contracted for Google. I'm contracted for Google right now. So this is the website. It wasn't that risky of a click. I prefer to go to an office. It's easier to get in the mood and start working. I mean, if that works for you, dude, I've just never found that to be the case. Like, I like to go to the gym. Like, that's why I don't have a home gym. Part of going to the gym for me is going to the gym, you know. You can quit the U.S. citizenship. Nah, I'm good. And most of the time, they'll reject. There's been people that have tried to give up their U.S. citizenship, and the U.S. says, sorry, no. You can't give it up. What is the single most important character trait for freelancing? Sales, perseverance, probably. You're gonna get turned down a lot. Oh, look, they have testimonials. This is great. This is like the first website I've seen for a restaurant that has testimonials. I don't necessarily think that this panoramic photo from somebody's phone does it justice, though. What do you guys think? I think that this should have like a way higher quality photo of the menu. I don't necessarily think this looks. I mean, look at the floor and the walls. Does this indicate like a high? Like most of the time, the hole in the wall restaurants are the best food. Okay, so don't get me wrong. But I just don't think that this seems very professional. They can force you to keep the citizenship. I mean, if you don't live in the U.S., there's not much they can do, but also they can just say, nah, sorry, you're still a citizen. When you apply for a company as a contract, how do they pay you, weekly or once the contract's finished? That's up to you to negotiate. Most of the time, it's just bi-weekly, like regular people. 2,500 5-star reviews with no link. Wait, what? I don't necessarily know if this would sell me on going there. Would this? I think maybe like a good video. Like this is why video marketing, video freelancing is very important, because I don't think that these images make this place look very good. And it could be the best place in the world. The food could be fantastic, but outward appearance means a lot. And so I think if you had a solid video advertising the delicious fresh food they made in the back on the kitchen, it would do great. But I think the outward appearance showing this shows a clear lack of understanding of how to market, what sells. And most people don't care about this. They just want to order food and see what food they have. This is an image. Yeah, okay, so this is not even Google Maps. That's just an image. Map showing business location. Ever made a game? Brandon, I made a game. It's on the App Store. You can go download it, but I recommend you don't because it's trash. Do you recommend being super generic or targeting a niche? Do both. I mean, honestly, look, they're advertising their business with nobody in it. If you want to make it look like it's delicious, wouldn't you put a bunch of people in it, like eating food, all looking happy? You know, it looks like, yeah, it looks like this is waiting for Gordon Ramsay to come in on Kitchen Nightmares. There's a lot of room to improve here. Where do my skills confidence have to be to start freelancing? How do you even measure that? When you say where does it have to be? What's the scale that I'm given? They could just use WordPress plugin for maps. I don't even know if this is WordPress. Let's take a look. Yeah, this is just a static website hosted somewhere, I guess. Call now? Oh, it actually calls. Get directions. View on Django freelancing. Why would you do it? That's more of like app creation as a contract job. How much does 2,000 lines of Node.js code get if I sell it? No, that's not how you sell. You sell based on the value and what you think it's worth to the market and to the person's budget. You don't sell line by line code. That is not Google Maps API. Yeah, but actually Google Maps API is trash now because you only get so many searches before the overlay goes to developer mode. So Google Maps actually charges money now. It's not free anymore. This is probably the smart thing to do, honestly. Do you think VR is going to be mainstream? Not for some time. AR is going to be mainstream first, like more Pokemon Go type stuff, because everyone's getting a phone still. Lots of people in other countries are getting phones every day. And AR, you can do with your phone. VR is too bulky. You need hardware to run it. But probably someday we'll all just be in a simulation. How do I freelance jobs with no portfolio? You got to make one, bro. Like if you want to make a coffee shop a website, make a coffee shop website. It doesn't have to be real, and just tell the client, hey, look, this is an example of what I could do for you. Make websites that imitate what you want to sell to. Nothing wrong with that. Or offer to do it for free to build up a real portfolio. Or do both. That's what I would do. I do both. I'd offer to do my first few clients for free to have real clients and a bunch of other not real, like, example projects. And then I'd go to my third client and be like, so look, these are 2 other companies here that I've worked with. They're real companies. Please check them out. And they'd be like, oh, wow, that's great. How much money do you want? Right? Don't tell them I did it for free. Please don't do that. How do you know we aren't already in VR? Yeah, I mean, according to Elon Musk, it's 1 in a billion that were like in base reality. Write a review. Oh, it brings you here. A lot of Google reviews. That's good. 5 out of 5 delicious food. Menu, places.singleplatform.com. How do you decide how much to charge a client? You got to ask them their budget. I said this in the last stream, but if you say that costs $500 and they were about to pay $3,000, well, you gave your number first and that's what you deserve. Stop saying go to India websites. You don't want to sell to sites in India. You want to sell to sites in the US if you live in India. That way, that's how you make money. That's how you... Why isn't this menu on their website? Why do I have to go to places.singleplatform.com? It's not good. So if you boys want to take a shot at freelancing, look at the URL, business.cite, but then it redirects. Like, look at this URL, boys. The original carolinasmex.business.cite. What is this URL? What is this? How can I find your game? It's called Rocket Sling. It's actually trash. I made it with Unity free version, so it's super unoptimized. It wasn't really meant for mobile, but Unity compiles it down to mobile, and that's where the audience is for that sort of game. But it's trash. It's trash. How to make overseas freelancing deals? The same way you do it in person. Just talk. Doc says $30. Thanks, dude. I know you recommend Lambda, but I don't want to get a corporate job after I finish learning. I want to do contracting and freelancing. Should I still take the courses? All of the skills are applicable. It just depends on how you want to use it. The hardest part about freelancing is getting clients and getting more clients after you, like, maintaining clients. You can do it with the skills. You're going to be able to build apps. You're going to be able to build websites. You're going to be able to build front end and back end. Like, this is just like changing static websites for people and implementing like WordPress and stuff. But if you want to build applications for people, like if you wanted to be a freelance application developer where some guy's like, I have a phone app idea, can you build this? Lambda skills are going to come in handy. If some guy's like, I have a great idea for this brand new application where people can log in and log out and it does all this custom this and it does all this custom that, Lambda will help you do that. That's what they teach you. They teach you how to make applications. This is just like a static website. Probably don't need to go for that. How do you identify profitable niches for freelancing? This is all you do. You just look around, honestly. But the most common freelance niches are cafes, mom and pop grocery stores, restaurants, hair salons, bakeries, candy stores, small town little movie theaters. Lost a client last week because I recommended that he should reconsider their images. That doesn't sound like your problem. I mean, it's your problem, but it sounds like a bad client to work with. Something specific for how to know to work with? No, you just get paid as a contractor. If you could call a shop online and get a freelance gig online, I don't want to do it. I don't want to. I don't want to call and be like, hey, I'd love to make this site for you, and then just not talk to them ever again. Like, you guys do it. I'm telling you exactly the words to use. Do you keep up with their websites? It's up to you in the contract. Do you wanna charge monthly for maintenance? How do you ask what their budget is? What's your budget? Sounds rough. Aaron, understandable. It's called finesse. And you have to think about how to phrase things. Usually they'll say, well, what were you thinking for, like, what would the cost be for you to do all of this stuff for our website? And you don't say, well, what's your budget? You'd say, well, I have a few ideas. Did you have a number in mind of how much you're willing to spend? Because different things cost different amounts. And they'll say, oh, well, we want this and this and this. And you can be like, oh, okay, all right. So are you thinking somewhere between like 5,000, 10,000? Make them give you a number. Like, give a number that's so vague that they have to give a number. Is it $5,000, $10,000, $15,000? How much is your budget, you think, for this? Because we have a lot more option, obviously, the higher we go in the budget, right? Make them. You consult a law person. Do you consult a law person for the contract? No, it's pretty simple. Josh's main skill is finesse JS. Yeah. How do you navigate what you can do within their budget? Should I figure out I'm willing to do only X for X? I mean, that's a personal decision. If they say, if you think that the work is going to take you like 2 weeks to do and you charge like $500 and it's going to take you 2 weeks all day, obviously, say no. Did you make Grindreel on your own? Yes. I do everything on this channel myself. It's really up to you. I mean, honestly, it's just how much you can sell yourself. If they say, well, our budget's $4,000 and you know that you can get it done in a day, well, then you say, all right, well, I could probably do it for about 30, or, you could say 4,000, but I would say, well, I could get this done for about 37.50 and I could have that done and relatively soon, right? Don't give them anything until you start ironing out everything in the contract, So you have to decide if you want to take the client. Is the client easy to work with? Is he easygoing? What's the plan for Grindreel? I want to make a brand building company. That's what I like doing. I like helping small businesses build their brand and like basically freelance, but except for brand building, like freelance brand building, I guess, which encompasses a little bit of web freelance, but it encompasses social media. It encompasses video content. That's like brand building, all of those things. I'm actually working on a freelance course. It's not ready yet. Contracts or work? No, I have a contract template. It's super, super simple. You can make bank with games. Yeah, you can, but marketing is the key. Marketing is the key with games, not the actual game. Unfortunately. Just go look at all the games that just failed because no marketing. No one ever knew it existed, and then it launched, and then it died, and the developers couldn't afford to keep it going. Would a client put his faith on a high schooler from India? I don't know why in the world you'd say, hey, client, I'm a high schooler from India. Will you hear me out for a second? Why would you say any of that? Don't say that. Where to seek for ideas for side income daily subscription service that's easy to create? I have no idea. Why didn't you choose a more SEO friendly name for Grindreel? Because I'm a niche. I'm my own brand. People aren't going to look up what I do. Like, there isn't what I do. Benefits of having US LLC from Latin America. Do I need to get it to get US clients? No, they can pay you on PayPal. Having a US LLC means you have a US LLC. Right now, my business partner does all the legal and money stuff, basically all the business stuff, and I just build apps. Yeah, so basically your partner is doing literally copy pasting and filling in dotted lines. I have a template that I use. It's straightforward. It's like, this is what we agreed upon. This is the service I'll be delivering. This is who owns the IP. We both own this. We both own that. This is the date the work is expected to be done. If you want to sue me, we agree to do arbitration before we go to court. Blah, 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 blah. It's all just like one contract is kind of like, once you do one, they're kind of all the same after that. Is it healthy to have multiple freelance deals going on together? Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. Have more than one deal going on. Just don't like say you'll have them all done at the exact same day, you know. Opinions on YouTube changing mid-roll ads to 8-minute videos. It's going to be fantastic because that means I can make 7-minute and 40-second videos, because the last 20 seconds is what you get for end-roll screens. So I'm going to be making 7-minute videos in 40 seconds, which lets me do a lot more succinct videos. I don't have to make them 10 minutes. Anyone can talk about anything for 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Mid-roll ads, yeah, sure, I'll take it. YouTube wants more money. That's basically it. Right now, YouTube only adds mid-roll ads to 10-minute videos. They want more money, so they're expanding that reach to 8-minute videos. Can you build a business by yourself? Yeah, of course. I did. Do you have ideas for small projects to create that can be used? Finley, you just want to make CRUD apps. Log in, log out, add, delete, update. Oh, C's always here. Yeah, so a lot of people say, do you get tired of answering the same questions over and over? I don't, because not everyone makes it to all the live streams. Sometimes one person only comes to one live stream. Sometimes a person only comes to like 2, or this, you know, like I don't mind answering the same question again and again. Just because you've heard it 1,000 times doesn't mean they haven't heard it. It's not fair for them. I can't be like, oh, please just look at the FAQ. That's not cool. How to handle payment overseas? Just use PayPal. I worked for a French company as a freelancer, contractor. Like I was teaching code for a French company, and they paid me with PayPal. About the skit you were planning? So I got my check ride for my private pilot's license scheduled. So I have to focus on studying for that. The 8-minute thing is bad because it's shorter content from creators. Yeah, but like longer doesn't necessarily mean better. Doc, thanks for the new member, dude. You don't have to do that. Hope the answer helped. What's up? Good afternoon to you. Are you thinking about upgrading your site design? I use gumroad.com. I don't really care about the design. The people that go there don't care about the design. The people that go there are there for about 60 seconds. They buy what they want and they leave. It's not a blog. It's nothing like that. It's just a super... Is this post pump? No, this is just me. Buy a new tank top. Dude, do you want this? Is that what you're trying to say? Why are you so upset? Just got hired and can't even code, dude. I know that feel. Hey, Josh, do you hate answering the same questions? All right, let's look at another one. Here we go, boys. Josh, PayPal doesn't work in all countries. For them, we have Payoneer. How do you think? Yeah, use Payoneer. Payoneer's good. You could use Cash App. You could use Venmo. Bank-to-bank transfer. I mean, you gotta...
Josh, tell Gaurav how you get rounded shoulders.
Huh?
How do you get rounded shoulders?
Play a lot of basketball.
Somebody asked
How do you get boulder shoulders? Like the round shoulders?
What do you do to get those?
Can I see your code? For what? Oh, Doc, I appreciate that, man. How you start learning code, not forgetting everything 20 minutes later? It's pretty normal. Most people learn code and forget 20 minutes later. Some resume reviews again this week? Yeah, we'll definitely do some of those. But I just thought this was a pretty beneficial stream last time, so we could keep talking about it. Get any example of software development contract? There's a lot of them out there. Just look it up and just kind of make your own. Yeah, this doesn't have a website. It's kind of weird. So Dora's Kitchen doesn't have a website. Now, it might not necessarily need one, but what's this? Capistrano. Isn't that the dude from what is that? the show on Netflix? Orange is New Black, whatever. What's it called? What is it? It was like the police officer's name.
Oh, Caputo.
Caputo. Yeah. Capistrano Caputo. My bad. Okay. High quality wholesale bakery. This looks actually pretty good. You know, this is way better than the other one we looked at. Carl Bush, thank you for the new member, dude. You didn't have to do that. Appreciate you. If you ran a company, what would your employee authentication be structured like? Employee authentication. I wouldn't have any. I'd just be like, hey, this is what I need you to do. Get it done. I don't care when or if you sit on RedTube all day. Like, just get it done. You have an SEO course? I don't. RedTube? Don't Google it. Don't look up RedTube. Don't put that in your browser. I just have to say that because the other one that everyone knows will get demonetized. So that's a good website. Let's look at another one. Which skill should I learn? Sales, probably. Locations that... Wait, this Church's Chicken. That's a franchise. Okay. Let's look at this one. Tam's, Bare Bones, Chinese, and American Takeout. I'm getting hungry. Okay, so I think we can agree that this website is trash. I mean, it's pretty simple, but also, like, this is 100%. This is what it looks like. You have a business partner? No, just me. How much would you charge? I wouldn't. Their website's fine. My wife and I bought How to Start the Company course, which is great. Carl, DM me on Instagram or on Discord. I would love to have your feedback, and if you'd like me to add anything, let me know. I mean, this website's not like trash, but also it's not like modern. It's very... They have a menu. This should be like, it should all just be one page. There's no reason that you have to navigate, in my opinion. There's a lot of things here. Like, there's a whole checklist of things. I'm making tutorials on YouTube. How do I make people watch it? I only get 15 views. My max are 150. I need your advice. Yeah, so you're not going to make people watch it. You got to post it on a place where there's already traffic. That's how you start. TikTok is a good place, even though TikTok is probably just trying to get a bunch of information from you. I mean, definitely is. Definitely monitoring you, spying on you. But it has a lot of traffic. And organic growth for a brand that's new is great. Organic Instagram's kind of trash. Facebook groups are good. Low key niche. You could post your videos on Facebook groups. What are you saying, Josh? The site was made with accessibility in mind. I mean, well, let me access the menu without having to go to 10 pages. Why don't you use Linux distro instead of Windows? Because I like Windows. I can play all my games on Windows. Login in. True. There should... So I guess ChineseMenu.com is just a website that makes websites for Chinese restaurants. Okay. Could you actually get a job by Google, for example, with an... I don't know what an OSU degree is. Gallery? Cool. What a great website. I don't have ad block or anything, so what you see is... It's not bad, it's not good, it's okay. This is bad. Why? Coupon. Print coupon. What? It's not, it's like no online ordering. Like, just a Wix would make this fantastic. Wix has a restaurant app where you can order online, dude. Have you ever made programming tutorials? Like, way back, but that's not my thing. Go watch Brad Traversy or somebody like that. They do programming tutorials. I use, like, I'm the in-between. What do you do once you learn the programming skills? What, you get a job or what? I'm the or what? Red and yellow is used for food, so the colors is they're okay. Would you use Wix or build from scratch? Building from scratch is a meme. Why would you build this from scratch? Why wouldn't you just build Wix and do it in a day and make $1,500 in a day? Like, that's what I would do. I'm not going to overstress myself. Business is about pragmatism and about practicality. You go ahead. I've said this a million times. You make it from scratch, right? That's great. That's fantastic. You deal with security updates. You deal with vulnerabilities. You deal with maintenance on that custom application. You spend the time it takes to make that custom application. I'm going to go use Wix, something that's really easy to offload to the user if they want to manage it, right? But if they don't want to pay you for maintenance, and then they're stuck using your custom code that has vulnerabilities and stuff as it upgrades, like as the internet changes, you know, like Wix is cheap, dude. You still got to host your custom code. Like, I don't know. I'm just going to, like, the whole point of doing freelance is to charge an amount and get that thing done as fast as possible up to the quality that the people that you're freelancing with are satisfied with. That's it. That's all it comes down to. So, like, if you have a deal for $4,000 or whatever, right? Why would you say, well, I'll do it from scratch when you know that you could do the exact same results in a day and make $4,000 in a day? So yeah, obviously this website needs work. You guys can go call them up if you want. We're trying to help them out. Texas Barbecue House. Texas BBQ House AZ. Some good programming channels on YouTube. Brad Traversy is pretty good. He's got all the things. Single location haircut salon, good for freelancing. If they have before after pics, that's even better. Yep. How do you make your videos cinematic? I don't think they are, really. I just sit here. Gonna make an update on your ex-family. I don't have anything to update. And nothing happened. Like, I don't talk to my family. They're probably not gonna reach out for my birthday. Maybe they will. Maybe they won't. Probably not. I don't talk to them. The only way I can read this is in like a southern accent. That's how we do it, son. Here in Texas Barbecue House, that's how we do it, son. That's the only way I can read this. I can't read it in regular English. Why would you have a YouTube video of you cutting meat, bro? I get it, but like, Cite by Peach Technology. All right, let's look at their competitors. Who did this? Who was responsible for this travesty? Look, there's like, look at these images. They're not even synced up on the lines of the wood. This is two different. When's your birthday? I'll be 30 on the 17th. Would you forgive them? No. You seem happier? Yeah, for sure. Stephster 35, definitely happier that I don't have to deal with giving someone money, dealing with emotional manipulation, being lied to a lot. That's great. Looking pretty buff there. Hey, appreciate you, man. Thanks for noticing. How do I make my videos cinematic? There's a lot of other YouTube channels like Beyond Two Worlds is good. Small little channel. Always follow the contrast guidelines. Yeah, look, this is so bad. Catering, store, contact, home menu. What is this built with? Looks custom. Peach Technology. Our services. Well, this is who you're competing with. Apparently. So this if this company can manage to make enough money to have a business, and this is what they produce, I would say that your client, your competition is not very much if these are the people responsible for this travesty here. Not travesty, travesty. It's a difference. I keep saying visual director or graphic designer is always needed. Yeah, someone that at least knows marketing, like basic color theory and marketing. It triggers me. But that food do be looking pretty good though. They have a mobile. Oh, they have like a. Oh, they're like a little car, like a little car place. Like food truck, that's the word I'm looking for. Testimonials. What is it? Would you guys read this? Number one, would you read this? I wouldn't read this. Nobody's gonna read this. And then number two, it's really hard to read. This would be like 1 or 2 hours of work to change their entire website. And like, you'd make so much money, dude. Using a sound card? I'm using a capture card. That's why the audio's off a little bit. They don't have a TLS certificate? Yup. You have an example of what you consider a good website? We found one a little earlier. It was like the Capistrano's Bakery. Like let's go back. Where was Capistrano's Bakery? He was over. Where was he? I don't know. That was one. But this is your competition. Let's take a look at their recent projects. Oh God. What is this? Okay, so I just want you guys to understand that this company has a whole business making websites that look like this. Audio is late. Yeah, I know. But it's not that late. So I can sell them a Wix website redesign? Absolutely you can. Like, just because you think Wix is easy doesn't mean people want to do it or have any sense of what good design is or a good website is. Like, yeah, there's Squarespace and there's Wix and they make it easy to make a good design. But you would be so surprised at what people think looks good. Like, can you, like, imagine the conversation that went down with this website right here. All right, we're all done with your website here. What do you think? We had that rough textured wood in the background, kind of gives it that smoky flavor, but it's a website. And then we have your cool, that's how we do it, son. And then look over here on the main, like, can you imagine this conversation? Because this is terrible. Somebody thought this was great. As we can all agree in the chat, this is not a good website. Might be good food, but it's not a good website. It's weird how Josh is ripped but has a high voice. Yeah, I think that too a lot. I sound 14 forever. It's cool. The TRT will kick in one day and I'll just wake up like this. Hi guys, how's it going? This is interesting. Like, you guys I'm sure have way more ability. And this is what we get. This is a real Ingurdic website. I would agree. Fan Clubhouse. Like, this is okay. This looks a little better. What is this pixelated image here, though? This is interesting. What was this made with? This is custom. Probably just a template. Oh, look. So this is what I was saying. This is why you can't just use Google Maps API anymore. Because this is what happens. You get, after too many queries, after too many searches on this API endpoint, it says for development purposes only. You have to pay money now if you want to keep it going. This is, yeah, so I think just using a screenshot of Google Maps is better. Because this is what happens when you use the free API. Google Maps changed. This is not good. This is very unprofessional, right? For development purposes only. Shouldn't this company, Peach Technology over here, fix this, right? This is trash. This is unacceptable. Look at this right here. Can you guys read this phone number? Can you see this? What is this? What is this? This is no good. I thought it's only 100,000 cap. Or I thought it's 100,000. Yeah, I don't know. We don't know. What is this? What is this? You can't even see that. If you are colorblind, GG, bro, because you're not gonna find their phone number. What's a cheaper alternative? A picture, probably. You can charge the company to keep it up. I mean, I guess you could, or you could just put a picture and not charge them, and say like, oh, I'm trying to save you money. Can you embed other maps? Yeah, you sure. You could. What up, Evil Taco? How's it going, dude? Oh, there's the phone number down there. I don't know. It's like this is what happened with the website. They're like, we started off really good. We started off really professional, and then at the bottom they just gave up. That's what it looks like. What are all these footers on footers on footers on this contact bar? This is kind of interesting. What else have these people? So like this is your competitor. This is your competitor, and you can see like why would they link this? Fan Clubhouse, which one? This one here. This is our recent projects, and they link this recent project, and they are advertising the recent project with a broken Google Maps API. This is garbage. This is unacceptable. If this company can have a whole business around creating websites like this, then you guys can make a little money. Come on. All you got to do is sell. I hope this is motivating. If this is like quality, if you think this is helpful, maybe leave a thumbs up. I'd appreciate you. All right, let's look for some other ones. Four Peaks Brewing. No, I don't want to accept your cookies. I think this is fine. No ads on here. It's a little bit busy, but I think overall it's fine. Web accessibility statement. Opt out for cookies. See? Decent little site here. Order online. Takes you to Toast tab again. You could probably implement that. No, it's just rage inducing. Yeah, it's true. But like imagine, like you can see your value proposition just by going around and looking on Google Maps at all these trash websites that you know, like when you see it, right? Us developer type people, when we see it, we instantly think, why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? You could easily just do this. You can make so much more money by doing this. But that's not how you freelance. That's not how you sell. That's not how you do it. You can't go in and be like, I was talking about this with HR lady earlier. I was like, you can't sell the features. You have to sell the benefits. That's what you do. And so if you come in and you're like, well, I've noticed that your SEO is underperforming because we've looked at the labels and the copyright on the webpage just doesn't have any call to action. They're going to be like, what's SEO? The owner of a brewery is going to be like, what is SEO? We just hired some marketing company. They don't care. They don't know. You can go in there and be like, well, right now you're using this, this, and this. And you could be like, no, you go in there and you tell them exactly why they're missing out on money. Because that's what matters at the end of the day for businesses. Businesses exist to make money, not for you to fix their SEO, right? So you have to convert that in a way that makes it sound like money. How do you convince a local business a Facebook page is not enough? I mean, you go in there and you say you need to have direct control over the traffic of the people looking at your website. You need a website for brand value, brand recognition, brand reputation. You need to be collecting emails so that you can remarket, so that when you have a sale one day, or when you have an announcement, or when you open food trucks, you can email a bunch of people and let everyone know that you're now open, and you can generate revenue that way. Like, you need to tell them why they're missing out on money, not this is the feature that I can implement. They don't care. They don't, like, if you say, I'm going to make this with Gatsby JS, they're going to be like, what the fuck is a Gatsby JS? Is that, how many of those do I need to pay for? That's what they would say. Like, they don't understand. Anyways, for online ordering, should you build a dashboard for employees to see the orders, or how should it be implemented? That's kind of up to you. You can negotiate that with them. You can usually just get like an email system pops up for new orders. Do you have a video playlist on marketing? I don't. I want to move more and more into brand building and marketing and like freelance stuff. Tell them to get more exposure than they have than Facebook. They'll get more leads. Yeah. What would you do after you made enough money with freelancing? Build a business, buy real estate, stocks, or something else? I just want to financially retire and not have to think about how I'm going to pay my mortgage every month. I'm not retired. I'm not a millionaire. I have to work every day, just like you guys. So probably I just want to make enough money to put it in to assets that generate passive income. So do a bunch of hard work up front, buy assets that generate passive income, and then just go explore life. Just go see what's out there, go find people, hang out. Content. This content reminds me of the internship, but more behind the scenes why this works, yeah. You're gonna open your digital marketing agency anytime soon. Yeah, I have a couple clients. One for the aviation place that I'm learning to fly with, one for the place I learned how to paraglide and speed fly. And I don't know. That's why I want to get an airplane. I want to get an airplane so I can fly out to you guys, land wherever you live, and then sit down with you and show you how exactly to make a brand, how to make a business, how to film YouTube videos, how to do all this stuff. Like, that's why I want to do it. Like, that's why I want to fly. That's why I want to get an airplane, so I can build brands, teach people like you guys here in the chat how to do it one-on-one. You don't gotta pay me. I get content out of it. We'll film it. It'll be cool. That's the plan. What are the work hours you set for yourself? I don't have any. Huh? Yeah, I work basically whenever. I work at like 11 o'clock at night. Like, when did you say your career started? Probably when I was in college. Got yourself a full workload there. Yeah, I do, but like, it'd be so cool. Or we could do like entrepreneurs and airplanes. So if you guys out there have like a startup idea or a business idea, we could go fly around in the airplane and talk about it, right? We can land, like, it'd be like comedians in cars getting coffee, but entrepreneurs in airplanes where we go fly around, land in the backcountry somewhere, talk shop, explore, have some adventure. I think that'd be great content. I watch the shit out of that. And I need enough money for it not to matter if other people don't watch, because I don't want to care about ad revenue. Make an Iron Man suit for sure. Best business development tip. You need a brand, or you end up paying for marketing with Facebook ads, Instagram ads. How old's too old? It's up to you, I guess. What course do you suggest for final year college student to learn front end? I don't think you need a course. A free code camp probably. That'd be good. Free code camp. They get lots of good reviews. Buy the plane, bro. You know how much planes cost, bro? Like, I can't. I'd be getting a clunker. I'll probably get a clunker because that's my only option. Make a podcast in a plane, dude. I definitely would. You gonna build a plane? I don't have a garage. This house doesn't have a garage. My room was the garage, I think, converted. I don't have a garage. I don't have a big backyard.
Big backyard.
I mean, but you can't get anything back there because my house is too close to the other house. And then how would you build a plane in the backyard and get it out?
That would be fun.
Yeah, it's not happening.
Your neighbors would be there.
Yeah. Why don't you stream how you give a viewer advice like Healthy Gamer does. I'm not a psychiatrist like Dr. K. Dr. K is MVP. Thanks for all the help. I want to know what I can do with my website to not end up like one of the sites you were looking at. It's okay. Let's look. Options for SQL knowledge, basic object-oriented web dev. SQL knowledge, SQL Bolt, Brandon. It's just SQLBolt.com. What was your average freelancing income per day? I didn't charge like that. I charged based on project. Get an F-16. You know you could buy an F-18 and a Harrier. Just park your plane outside your house. I'm gonna buy a house that has a runway, and I can just wake up and get in my plane and go. That'd be so baller. All right, let's look at this real quick. Oh, by the way, here's Texas Barbecue House if you want to like go freelance for them, because this was the website we were looking at. If you're just dropping in, this was what we were looking at. Obviously, this needs work. This was made by another design company that somehow they have clients. Like, what is this? You could do better than this with your eyes closed, chat. F-22 Raptor or bust. Okay, cool. Done. All right, let's look at this. Here we are. We're at Jack Ross. All right, so Jack Ross. Here, let's talk about this for a second. One of the reasons here that we don't want to put a picture, and this is controversial if you live in the EU. The EU people are like, we want to see what you look like, but it doesn't matter. So the reason here is we can see that you're a young guy. We can see that you are a young male, right? We know exactly, we're assuming this is you. And we know your age. We can discriminate on your age. We can discriminate on your race. We can discriminate on your gender. Right? That's why pictures, you're giving away a lot of info there. John Travolta's house has a runway. He lives in an air park. That's goals. My works. So honestly, I would just land them here. This is what matters, right? What you can do. Analysis, tutorial, GitHub, more of my work, GitHub. Modeling. So you only have 2 projects, it seems. Analysis, we got 1 other. So you have, well, this is an app. I would include that. They could discriminate on clothing style. I like the North Face. I think that's comfortable clothes. Is Wix monthly? Would they pay for that? I mean, yeah. So you would say, I'll handle all the hosting, I'll handle all the design, and I'll hand it off to you, and I'll do it for $500 a month. And let's say Wix costs $100 a month, right? So now you're making $400 a month passive income for managing it. Data analysis, web development. If you use this to apply to jobs, they're going to look at this and they're going to say, are you freelancing? I'd be careful of that, Jack. So if you ever apply to a job, they're going to be like, my services, wait, what? Is he freelancing? I thought he's looking for a job. Which one is it? Be careful there. Blog, that's good. I like the GIFs, the GIFs. LinkedIn, Twitter. Is this helpful, Jack? I hope this is helpful. Is it responsive? Because most people are looking on their phone anyways. What'd you make this with? All right, it's custom. Let's look on let's do a Pixel 2. I don't know. This might slow down phones, bro.
But it looks cool from here. What's the point of it?
They have names, I forget. But this might kill somebody's phone.
Yeah.
Like if they have an old phone. What made you talk to Carl? Carl came to my live stream once and he was like, "Sup?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't know you watched." Carl worked a corporate job. Carl Rock worked a corporate 9-to-5 job in an office doing IT stuff. And then he moved to India one day. Can you? So do you tell them you made the site with Wix? If they see Wix, could they go build themselves? Yeah, of course they could go build the website themselves right now. I mean, nothing's stopping them from going to build Wix or Squarespace or GoDaddy drag and drop builder right now. But just because they can doesn't mean they know how to do it, or they know what design is, or they know what marketing is, or they know what SEO is. That's the thing. I feel like I'm like a really intense person when I'm streaming. I'm not like this in person. I'm like way more chill. Carl and Josh collab. That'd be dope. The basics of freelancing? Wait, what? Can you explain the basics of freelancing and can one pursue it? The basics of freelancing is creating opportunity, creating a job where you see opportunity. That's what the basics. Check your email, bro. All right. Looking. I'm not seeing anything. What's this? Satik, thanks, dude. I just saw that on my phone. I don't know if you're still here. A lot of stuff in here. I don't see anything really. How much SEO would you use when helping a local mom and pop shop? It depends on what they do. I mean, you got to do your best. Personally, I'm not an SEO expert. I'm more of like copyright. I know the basics of SEO. There's a lot of checklists that you can get. If copyright were not an issue, which video game would you like to rebuild the most? Dude, could we do like Halo and WoW mixed together somehow? That'd be cool. Are gyms open? Yeah. Well, in Utah.
No, some in Utah.
Some in Utah are. Utah's a low populated state. All right, let's look at some more here. Android or iOS? Android for me. iOS is good because I actually have to use iOS for flight for flying planes. Freelance options for someone who already has good SQL knowledge and basic object-oriented web development. Shout out to my son Walter. What up, Walter? Brandon, Walter, what's up, dude? Walter, hope you're doing well. Freelance options, good SQL knowledge, basic and web dev knowledge. I mean, you could just recreate static sites like this. SQL knowledge, it's hard to freelance with SQL knowledge because you'd be making a backend, but most of the platforms have the backend built in. Unless you are hosting a cPanel or something for someone, then you might run. What is this? Middle Eastern restaurant. Let's look at this. Mandy House LLC. I don't think that would need to be included in your website name. That food looked good though. Ooh, that looked real good. Open until 10. Get quote. That's kind of an odd. That's kind of an odd phrase. What? Why would you have to submit an email to figure out how much their food costs? I'm confused. I'm very confused. What's it like being a Mormon? I'm not LDS. Again, we have more pictures of an empty restaurant. I don't think that this is going to do your business very well. It's not going to do it that good. It's not going to... I would at least show people eating the food that you make. This is interesting. This is a picture. Was this made by the same person? This looks like the other website. Header photo by this person. Okay. Powered by Google. Oh, so this is like a Google website builder? Call now, get a quote. Why would I have to get a quote to see your menu? Really? Oops. Freelancing in India. Yeah, if you're in India, don't freelance in India. Call these people in Arizona. Oh, if there's any Indian viewers watching right now, I saw a few of the same comment that was, you have to pay to go to these internships to get it on your resume. You have to whatever, get some qualifications from these garbage companies, or your resume stays empty. Here's the pro tip: make your own company and employ yourself. Give your freelance company a name and employ yourself for your own projects. Just do that. People are like, your resume stays empty if you don't work at one of these jobs. Just make your own job. Put like whatever your name is, LLC. Well, probably don't put your name, but like, make a company name. Our bachelor's degree a must? No. Like, fill out your own resume. Don't leave it up to someone else to qualify you. You can qualify yourself. You don't need someone else to give you an approval in life. Never. No, if you depend on that, you'll be stuck on depending on other people. Okay. Hopefully that helps. LOL, Josh, that's what I did. Yeah, exactly. That's what you should do. But don't put that you're CEO. It sounds illegal. It's not illegal to make your own business and employ yourself. That's the smartest thing you could do. What do you charge for small or large? You gotta see what the budget is. Recommendations for basic mic and camera. Gonna start a channel. This mic with my sock condom on it is a Samsung G-Track Pro. I got it from Best Buy. Sounds pretty good. I think you probably agree. For camera, I'm using a Canon EOS. It's pretty good. Canon EOS R. In the current situation, do you suggest apply for higher studies or go for placements? Always go for placements. What are your... Yeah, go for placements. Thank you for the 5, Doc. Yeah, I think this is... you could also get a Yeti. That's a really popular one. I have it here. This is the Yeti that I have. This is HR's mic. And then this is the one that I got. This is my discount pop filter. It's fine. You can judge me. It's fine. I know everybody is. Alright, let's look for some more. Are freelancers very skilled at their work? That's up to the freelancer, I think. That's right. This looks like a small little Middle Eastern grocery store. Mediterranean. No, it says Middle Eastern grocery. Okay, whatever. Let's look at it. Ztorfa.com. So this is not SEO friendly right off the bat, right? If their name is Haji Baba, but their website is Ztorfa, that doesn't make any sense. Right? So why would this be the website name if this is the restaurant name? I'm not. Google search ads for freelancing. I mean, I don't. It's all about brand, really. You got to go to them. What's your process for deciding what to charge after you learn what their budget is? I charge based on what I think I'm worth. Like, if they say our budget's $4,000, I'm gonna say, all right, $4,000. It's up to you. I mean, if you think that you are valued at, it's up to you. That's finesse. There's no like one line of code is worth $5. It's called sales and profit and negotiation. And if you can get them to pay you more money for the same service as someone else, then great. You're a better salesman. So many websites to make. Yeah, exactly. Look at this. What is this menu? You took a picture of the menu. You could have just typed it out. This is not. I mean, it's readable, but here's a pro tip. Here's a pro tip right here. I'm gonna give you all the secret. Text on images are bad for SEO. It's not going to it's not going to recognize the text on the image. This is not good. So if someone types in yogurt salad, as you can see here, yogurt salad, this website will never come up because it's on an image. Check what's on the homepage. Okay, so this is apparently a place selling merchandise and Louis Vuitton, and also low-key they have a restaurant. And there's a contact us. Oh wait. And then they link to an Instagram. What is this? Web was powered by Shopify. So they have a restaurant on a Shopify, and you can't sold out. What is this? They've got a restaurant and a Shopify and services. This is so confusing. What is SEO? Search engine optimization. So if people type in pizza places near me, you come up. Restaurant merch, bro. Don't you want to get some Yeezys while you eating some food? This is interesting. It's a very interesting website. So how do we get to it? So then we go back, and then we have this random... I'm so confused. I think... I don't know. I'm confused. So let's move on to somewhere else. Ted's Hot Dogs. All right, Ted's Hot Dogs, I'm ready. Ted'sHotDogs.com. Is this franchise? Doesn't look like it. Why are you looking at a menu when you're live with this? We're freelancing, bro. We're finding companies that need to redo their menu. This is fine. Look, new order online. Click here to order. Boom, done. This is what a restaurant website's all about. The first thing you want to see is the menu, the food, and how to order. Want automation? Leave us web developers jobless soon? You have to like, automation won't create business solutions. A person creates a business solution or has an idea for a business, and then you can't just automate it together randomly. There's a certain amount of creative buffer there. What's up, Ivan? I'm good. Hope you're well. So, Hertz donut. Get it? Remember? Do you want a Hertz donut? And then you punch your friend and you say, Hertz donut. You ever had one of those?
Yeah.
Hertz donut.
Don't do it.
You want a Hertz donut? I'm just kidding. That's funny. That's actually good marketing. Wannahertz.com. That sounds a little adult. Donut, click this button. Oh god, what is this? Who made this? We're back. This is like E-Bomb's world right now. You turn up the sound? Yeah, I got you. What's the best website to get clients quickly? Doing it yourself like this and calling them. Like, if you go to a website, it's a middleman. So you have to... If you apply to a job on a website to get a client, you got to wait for the client to respond through the website. Whereas if you skip the website, you can go directly to them. Why didn't you like the word Ngurdik on Indian Jobs website? Because it's not a word. This is like this business in the front, party in the back. I dig it. I like these Photoshop tiny little hands in here. They just Photoshop donuts into these photos. This is pretty good marketing. I think that open 25 hours a day, 8 days a week.
Like, you can be cute, but don't be too...
Yeah, this is a little much. A little much. What's with the text scrolling? This is a marquee. Emergency donut alert. I think they're pushing it. Open 25/8.
Yeah, that's annoying. I don't like
How much a blogging website should cost? How much you want to charge? You don't charge based on website. You charge based on your prices. You charge based on what you're worth. You charge based on the outcome and the skill level you have and what you think it's worth. You don't charge. A blog website is $500. A normal website's $200. And if you'd like, I can manage your social media. Like, you got to charge based on what you're worth, based on what your brand is. Too much memes. Yeah, too much memes. You can't actually see how long they're open. It's kind of 20 ambulances, 20 locations, 600 plus employees, 4 million served. I mean, that's okay, but a little much on the much. Hook Creative. It's kind of like, yeah, it's like a Kit Boga website. It's like a real website, but it's not real. That's what this looks like. This looks like something that Kit Boga would make for his fake bank. Hook Creative. What is this? Anchored in strategy, creatively driven. How come this website's so much better than the website that they created? What? Okay. So I guess this is a brand building company. We're super social. Okay. Brands we've partnered with. Oh, they're from Missouri, I guess. So this is who made it. And this website looks 10 times better than this website. Are you serious? I'm so confused. Hold on, I gotta look at my email. Show us how to get in touch with people. Yeah, you just call. It's not hard. So this is their phone number. You call up and you say, "Hi, I've noticed that your website is missing X, Y, and Z. Do you still like Lambda School? Yeah. Lambda School's dope. But if you don't want to go there, go somewhere that has a guarantee. Make sure that if you don't get a job or you get your money back, like if you don't get a job, you get your money back and you don't pay if you don't get a job. Like bare minimum. If you don't want to go to Lambda, go somewhere there. But I like Lambda. Actually, there's a lot of good options, right? But you should start free. Make sure you start free first before you pay. Just want to reiterate that. People are like, you just shill for Lambda. Like, no, start free first. Why won't you do an Indian accent for us? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is 2020. That's how you get canceled, my man. You can't have a sense of humor on the internet in 2020. Are you trying to get canceled? Because that's how you just imagine having a sense of humor or joking at something. If one person gets offended in 2020, you're done. Landing page video background equals instant great website. Makes sense, bro. I think landing page video backgrounds, you gotta be careful because you could end up using people's mobile data. Make sure you talk to the right person. Yeah, you gotta ask the questions like, do you know who's in charge of your website or marketing? And could I talk to them? Because I was trying to use your website and I noticed X, Y, and Z. Is Josh Republican? I'm not political. I'm not Republican. I'm not Democrat. I'm none of them. None of those ideologies fit me. I think for myself.
As everybody else should.
Bahama Bucks. It's actually pretty decent. I like this little website. I think this is a little hard to read. They should like darken this a little bit, but so chat impression is okay, but Indian accent is not. Yes. Yeah. Chat impression is just a chat impression. Indian accent would be considered cultural appropriation or making fun of something, and people are just gonna get offended. So that's how the world works these days. Toasted mallow. For some reason I read that as toasted marshmallow. What is this? I didn't use the referral link. Jack, I think you can message them if you want. You don't have to give me anything. You already donated, dude. That looks delicious. That looks like diabetes on a plate.
That looks so good. What is it?
This is actually a pretty decent website. Like, this makes me hungry. This makes me want to buy.
Yeah,
Solid website. This is called Toasted Mallow, but they have a little marshmallow picture in the middle. So you're like, oh, toasted marshmallow.
Yeah.
Gourmet s'mores and marshmallows.
Ah.
I can feel my blood sugar spiking.
Take me there.
Champion Sports Saloon. Let's look at this. Is this franchised? Happy Hour Arizona. Oh. That doesn't make a lot of sense. It's called Oh, wait. Yeah, that's great. Put political ads on your bar website. What is this?
Not a deal. Not good.
Great website. Stick with it. What? What's your average viewer age? It's like 18 to 35. Happy Hour Arizona. So does this just include a bunch of... Oh, look, more ads. What is this trash website? Okay, you should definitely call Champion Sports Saloon and offer them to make their own website. Also, this is how is this relevant? He's not running for president.
You just got rid of half your customer base.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, how did you do that?
Show them the interview where they're like, "Where's your height?" Oh yeah.
All money is green.
Karma Apple Juicery. KarmaAppleAZ.com. Let's look at this website. Pretty solid. The load time on that image was a little long, but solid overall. Why do they have sushi? That's weird. This looks good though. Decent website. Subscribe. See, they're collecting emails. That's good. You want to collect emails because then you can remarket. Did you finally pass Calculus 3 in Finland? They don't have Calculus 3 in Finland. It's called Engineering Mathematics. It's just a mixture of everything that you need to do the job, which was great because it was applicable. It wasn't just, here's Calculus 3. Cool. Now what do I need this for? Yeah. To say that you graduated and did the class. Like, dude, you asked some weird questions, fam. Are you using Google Maps to search for businesses sites in your area? Pretty smart. This is Phoenix. Someone said Phoenix, so we're doing Phoenix right now. But yeah, this is what you do. This is how you get clients to make them websites. You just click around. This is Panera, right? That's a franchise. That's going to be corporate. This is franchise. We're looking for unfranchised small businesses. Protein House. Is this franchised? This sounds franchised. Help them make a better website? You mean just a simple WordPress or actually coding HTML to PHP? Why would you code them from scratch? Like, why wouldn't you just make them a better website in 2 hours and make money? Why would you need to do it from scratch? Why would you want to manage it from scratch? Why would you want to manage the security vulnerabilities and the updates that come with making it from scratch? You'll never be able to hand off the website to them if they want it. They'll always be dependent on you, and not every customer wants to work with you if you're going to have to make changes to their website. Most of the time, a lot of customers want to make changes to their own website, but they want you to make the entire website first, and then you hand it over to them, and then they can update the website as they please, and you can show them how to do it with Wix or Squarespace or WordPress or whatever you choose to make it. But good luck handing it over to them, making it from scratch. Why would you use PHP? Yes, I don't know. Good question. This is definitely franchise. Won't they realize you're using Wix? We've been over this. It doesn't matter if they know you're using Wix or not. If Wix is so easy and so great, why don't the companies do it? They can do it themselves, right? Well, it's because they suck at marketing. It's because they suck at design. It's because they suck at SEO. It's because they don't even know what SEO means. It's because they don't understand what an SSL certificate is. Why would they need that? Why would that matter? They don't know how to implement order online. They don't know what a Wix application would be to install it on a Wix app. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If you use Squarespace or Wix, it's about pragmatism and your skill and your ability to make them more money. Okay? Okay.
I don't have time to do it.
All right, let's look for another one. Kane Street Concepts. What's this? What is this? That website doesn't make sense. So you recommend not coding from scratch. You make applications from scratch if you have an application idea. But to make a website from scratch, why would you do it? Just slap it together as fast as you can. The customer likes it. It's quality. Hey, great. You just made a bunch of money really quick. Why use Wix? Use whatever you want. But the point is, it doesn't matter if you use a platform. How do I go about selling emails I collect? Don't do that. That's like illegal. What if they give less money if they know we are using Wix? They don't know what that's not what that means. People are paying you for your skill level, and what you can do with Wix and what someone else can do with Wix are two different things. It doesn't matter it's a tool. It's the outcome that you get with the tools. You could use WordPress. You could use Squarespace. You could make a static template, right? But what if they're like, hey, when you're done with this, could you hand it off to us? You're going to be like, oh, okay, well, here's how to log into your cPanel. Here's where you keep the public HTML file. And here's how to open this HTML file if you want to change the text inside of the HTML file. Here's what an IDE is. Here's what Visual Studio is. And if you go to line 45, this is where your menu is. And from line 45 all the way down to line 205, this is your menu. And so please click in here, and you'll need to use these symbols to change the text. Like, why would you go through that with them? They're paying for your ability to make them more money, not for the platform. Businesses exist to make money. Shopify good? Nah, Shopify's ass. Okay. This needs an actual domain. I'm sure you guys can agree on this one here. This is interesting. Kane Street Concepts, ueiweb.com. What is this? I imagine this is the company that they used to build this website, and this company is holding their website hostage. A lot of companies have done this. They did it to the last company that I worked at. I had a WordPress that I was in charge of managing and creating stuff for, but I couldn't get the files from them because the person who made it was hosting it on their servers. How Shopify asked? Because WordPress with WooCommerce is cheaper. It's actually free. Shopify is expensive. You have to pay for templates. You have to pay for add-ons. There's a lot of free alternatives on WooCommerce. Just takes a little setup. How would you hand off a Wix or Squarespace website? You would show them how to log in, show them where everything's at, and boom, done, right? It's a lot easier to explain drag and drop than it is to explain what an IDE and HTML syntax is. Let's look at this. What is this? UENI gets your business discovered. How we get you noticed online. What? What is this? We untangle the web for small businesses. Okay. What do you mean hold the website hostage? So a lot of people will hold the website and the server files hostage on their own server, and they won't give you access. Is it illegal? I mean, pretty much, yeah. I mean, they can do what they want. They built the website. It's their property. If you signed it in the contract and you said that this was their property, then yeah. Any possibilities of freelancing in India? Yeah, do this. If you're in India, you can call this company right now and you can offer them value. Why do you need to freelance in India? Go freelance somewhere where you can leverage global arbitrage, which means the currency here is worth more than the currency there, and the living expenses are different. You could charge less than a freelancer here could charge because they need more money to live. But to you, that would be a lot of money. UI UX, like web design freelancer, go programming web dev. I would do UI UX personally because I like marketing. I'm not a great designer. I don't know. It's up to you. Do you think builders, electricians, plumbers are a good market? Yeah, absolutely. Piper, those are good. You could also do HVAC companies. See, these are all franchised places. Corporate's going to handle their website stuff. We're not looking for those. Native Grill and Wings. There's a lot of wing places, actually. What about SEO? Is that a complete different thing to offer? Usually SEO is like an upsell that you can offer them, but it's up to you. I'm not an SEO expert because I don't do anything with SEO. Nobody's going to go Google Grind Reel unless they search Grindr, the dating app. Or maybe an eel grinding in a club for a meme or something. I don't know, but nobody's going to Google my stuff, so I don't focus on SEO that much. Can you freelance in North Macedonia? Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you freelance here? Where can I learn how to use WordPress? Pantheon.io. Freelancing platforms like Fiverr, you have to drive traffic to yourself. How are you going to do that without a brand? What about working with startups? You're just a contractor then. You're not a freelancer. You're just a contractor for a startup. Can you literally just use a Wix template and tweak it? Yeah, sure. I mean, if you can sell them on that. Is that unethical? No, it's not. But you'll get a bunch of ego, prideful devs that are come in and be like, you used Wix? You're a trash freelance developer. Hey, that's cool, man. But I made like $5,000 in 2 days. Oh, what do you make? Oh, that's like your salary for the month. You know, it doesn't matter. It's all about sales and hustle and finesse. But a lot of people are like, I could build that from scratch. Okay, like, who cares, dude? Because I'm already done and I made my money. I'm gonna go get my next client and build my reputation and my brand. But you go ahead. You go ahead, bro. What is this? This is a weird website. This looks like Target. Doesn't this look like Target? Mm-hmm. What is your success rate with your in-person sales pitch? Usually works. I think I haven't been turned down with it, but that's hard to say, right? You could have moments of just failing and failing and failing, and then you could have moments of winning and winning. That sounds like scamming people. It's not scamming people. You guys are silly if you think it's called hustle. It's called finesse. If you can offer value to somebody and you so happen to use Wix because you know what to do with it and you know how to scale it up and you know how to implement SEO and marketing and you make them more money, you've added value to them. That's what business is about, making money. It's not about, oh, you just use a Wix template and change the text.
Dude, some people
who cares?
Don't have time to do it.
What if they're too busy? I think this is a poor website, personally. What is this pixelated image? Why would anyone know to click on this? Why would you click on this? What does this do? How can I get paid when we don't have PayPal? Payoneer? Stripe? Cash? Venmo? When you design a website as a freelancer, do they expect you to host it? That's between you and the client. You can say, I'll host it for you, and you charge them monthly, or can you run a Lighthouse on my website? I think I got the scores dialed in. I think you just want to show off to the stream. All right, Ben, hold on. If the people thought it was a scam, if they thought it was easy, oh, that's what I'm paying for, why didn't they just do it themselves? Well, clearly they didn't know how to do it, right? Or they would have done it. But you did, so they paid you to do it.
They didn't have the time to do it.
Zelle, yeah, you could do Zelle. A dev told me only simps use Wix. That's cool. There's a lot of ego in software development. You'll find a lot of people that think their stack is the best stack and all that nonsense. A lot of people are very egotistical in software development. What's your approach to cold calling? You just call, pretend to be a satisfied customer. What up, Learn with Coffee? Welcome aboard. You do, bro. Look at this website. I've never seen such a good lighthouse report. Look at this. Look at this. 97 in performance, accessibility, best practices, SEO. What, bro? This is nuts. I would actually write about this in your cover letter, Ben. Stream is very inspiring, to be honest. Hey, thanks. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I think it's, hopefully I can change your mindset a little bit on what it means to freelance and what it means to like do business with people. And that, you know, making something from scratch for someone as a business doesn't necessarily need to happen. It's about making money and all that. What do you charge for maintenance after hosting and serving website? That's up to you. That's a solid, Ben. Congratulations, dude. That's a solid website right there. Do you think Webflow is going to take advantage of front-end development? I don't know. The Gym Grill and Bar. So you like go work out, then have. So this place doesn't even have a website. This is a problem. This is so right here, the Gym Grill and Bar. This place doesn't even have a website. Had a company ask me what my expected salary would be, and I think I screwed it up by asking for too little. Haven't heard from them. Should I follow up and change it? You should have asked, why did you never give your number first in salary negotiations ever, because that will be used as the anchor for the rest of the conversation. What if they were ready to pay you $100,000 and you're like, oh, I'll do 50? Number one, you asked for too little. And number two, you made yourself look like you're not worth that much. If they were ready to pay someone $100,000, they want to pay someone that's worth $100,000. And when you say, I just want $50,000, that says a lot about what you think about yourself and your ability, right? People want expensive shit because that's what it's, you know, that's what it's worth. It's all about making the best amount of money in a short amount of time. That's literally business and profits 101. Yes. You want to do good work. I mean, it's not just about doing crappy work. You got to do good work. You got to make sure the client's happy. And then make money. Get your bag. Hopefully changes the mindset. Feeling less guilty about not making sites from scratch. In the real world, you don't make sites from scratch. When you go get your first job at a company as a junior developer, you don't make sites from scratch. You're not going to come in and just start working on an application from scratch. You're going to come in and you're going to look at an existing code base and start editing an existing code base. You're not going to make it from scratch. Firebase versus PHP for server side. PHP is a programming language. Firebase is backend. Have you noticed a higher success with cold calling the business versus trying to contact them on Facebook? It's really easy to ignore digital messages. It's easy to just ignore or not look at Facebook messages or emails. It's harder to ignore and get someone to hang up. I mean, it's pretty easy to get people to hang up you like on the phone when you talk to them, but it's harder than ignoring an email. For some people, probably not, but you get it. Should you host websites for customers? It's up to you. So what you could do, let's talk about finesse.javascript real quick. Let's say that the cost of hosting a website per year is $60 a year. Well, you could say, I'm going to charge you $60 a month for hosting. Because you're taking care of the hosting, you manage it, you did the domain setup, and it's $60 a year. And if you'd like to maintain this hosting, it will be $60 a month, right? So then one of those months is what it costs you to set it up and do all that, and then you make $60 a month passive after that, right? That's finesse right there. According to you, which is the best platform? Like I think WordPress, WooCommerce has the most customization and the most plugins. Kamar, stop spamming, bro. Put user in timeout. I thought it might look like that. I was afraid of scaring them off by asking for more than my experience was worth. How do you know what your experience is worth? What did someone else tell you what your experience is worth? Is that the number that you're going off of? If you go off of what you're worth based on what someone else is telling you, you're always going to be a deal because they're trying to get a deal on you. If someone says you're worth $60,000 for this amount of experience, is that what you're going to believe? Because you have to understand that person is offering you that amount of money and making profit off of you. So that's not your actual value. How much profit were they making off of you? That would be your actual value. Why should I ever use WordPress to freelance? Because it's easy. It's quick. How's your business going? My business is good. Most of my stuff is just digital marketing and digital content. I like making content, right? Freelancing is okay. I like freelancing video a lot. I like brand building a lot. I've been doing that. Brand building is mainly like what it's all about. It's everything. It's websites, it's social media, it's video, marketing, how to sell stuff. Like it's brand building is like all the freelancing in one. More money up front or charge for monthly hosting maintenance? Offer them a deal, Peter. So if it costs $60 a year for hosting, you can say it's $500 a year, or I don't know, $75 a month. So you offer them a deal if they want to pay you that lump sum up front. So it costs you $60 a month to set up the hosting and stuff for them, and you're going to charge $500 for that. So they're going to, if they want to pay you in lump sum, it's $60 a year for hosting, but you don't say what you paid. You say it's $500 a year for hosting, or you can pay monthly at $75 a month. So you give them a little bit of a deal if they pay that money to you up front for hosting. So you can kind of generate some passive income like that a little bit, and then the more clients you get, the more people that you're doing hosting with, You do all that by yourself? Yeah, I do all that by myself. Freelance content with writing, that would be copywriting. Should I contact the clients in the US through socials, email, or what? Call them. You have to call them. You have to talk to them. If you contact a client through email, it's gonna go to spam and they're not gonna respond. They're gonna think that you're a scammer.
Social media contact is like a main.
What exactly do you do as a brand builder for startups? All right, let's talk about your video marketing, because you could have the greatest product in the world, but if you don't have marketing and nobody knows about it, then it's essentially trash, because no one's gonna know to buy it if they don't know you exist. Oh, but what did you do? Oh, you spent all your money on developing the product. Oh, okay, so you don't have a brand or money to spend on ads. Okay. Cool, right? So that's problem number one that a lot of people get into, is they don't have a brand. They don't start marketing before they're done with the product. There's no market out there for the product. They don't have any videos. Video marketing is huge, right? No one reads blogs anymore. Everyone listens to podcasts. Social media, what are the algorithms? How do you post on social media to maximize your reach on the algorithms? What colors do you use? Color theory. How long should your posts be? Should you include links on the post itself, or should you include them in the comments? Because if you include a link to your website on LinkedIn with your LinkedIn post, it will get suppressed in the algorithm because LinkedIn doesn't want people to leave their website. There's a whole bunch of things like that when it comes to brand building that people just don't know about marketing and branding and social media and video. And like, should you spend the time to make videos for your advertisement cinematic, or should you just get straight to the point? There's a lot. Isn't that audio? People watch video. Like, okay, scroll through Instagram right now. All the advertisements that you'll get are mostly video. There's the flip side. Too many products are marketed heavily and still lose money. For sure. But you got to have a good product. But most people that have good products don't have good marketing. So, like, a lot of these mom and pop shops have probably the most delicious food that you've ever eaten in your life. They don't have a website. You ever heard that phrase? They're hole-in-the-wall restaurants that nobody knows about. Imagine how much money they would make if people did know about them. All right, this is like 2-hour live stream. I think this has been pretty knowledgeable. I have some clips. I have some clips from I was brand building. I went to this dude's shop. We were talking about it. I can show you some clips. I was thinking about making a whole series out of this brand building. Where's it at? Let me find it. It's called Steve. Here's one. So it starts off with this, right? I'm doing like some paragliding and stuff, right? Flying down the mountain. So this guy needs a better website, right? His name is Steve, and I was learning how to fly, learning how to paraglide, right? Do I run down the mountain? Oh yeah, look at that. Your boy flying parachutes down the mountain. That's me. But anyways, Steve needs a better website, right? So I was thinking about making the series about how, you know, I used his services and I noticed that his brand wasn't that on point, and he had two different websites. He needs to, you know, combine them into one website. He's trying to sell, but he's also trying to, he doesn't do social media, right? He doesn't, there's a lot of things that I think I could put in the series by also making it entertaining. Like this could be like Netflix or something. Maybe I'm too like in my head about it, but I think this would be really entertaining to like go to businesses and like help them build their brand. And like that's why, you know, it's dope. Okay. I got a bunch of stuff where I'm talking to him at the shop. Like I'm actually telling him what to do. I brought my checklist with him, like legit. I brought my little iPad here, and I'm like, I have a checklist. I'm asking him like, do you do this for YouTube? Do you do this for Instagram? Do you do this for Facebook? And he's explaining like the issues that he has, and I'm thinking about him. That's his shop, right? Like he's got a bunch of kites and paragliders and all this kinds of cool stuff. Like a great example of a walkthrough on a deal with a company. Like the thing is, I'm not charging for this. I just want to do it for content. Like I would get money out of the content if people watched it. It's literally kitchen nightmares for branding and marketing. I think that would be dope. What's in this? I'm gonna skip around. Oh yeah, so like he's showing me like his inventory system and stuff that he has. I haven't edited this or anything, but I'm showing him like some options he could do. Like he was using, I think, BigCommerce for his inventory, and I was presenting a couple alternatives he could have. It's just a lot to edit, and I'm not sure if there would be, you know, yeah, all right. Maybe I'll work on editing that, get back into contact. Continue. How much can you charge for that, actually? That's up to you, I guess. Probably a lot of money. He knows a bunch of, like... Yeah, okay. What if the domain for their company is taken? All right, yeah, that's it. You look older on that video. Probably look like a thick boy. Hold on, I'll leave you guys with some music. If you want to reach out, you can DM me on Instagram or whatever. Tomorrow I'm going to be posting a video probably about AngelList. There's a bunch of garbage jobs on AngelList. I like AngelList and the guy that the CEO of, dude. If what's his name? His name is Naval Ravikant. I don't know how to say it. But he's the CEO of AngelList and talks a lot about wealth building. You should go check it out. It's good stuff. All right, but that's it. I'm out. I'm gonna head out. Thanks for being here. How much have you gained since you started working out? Probably too many. Too many of them. All right, dudes. I'm out. Have a good one. See you tomorrow.